Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. Welcome to leedskalnins workshop. Today we are going to work on showing you guys how to build the circuit for this Tesla tower so you guys can light up your own light bulbs and you can have fun at home. Then you can get interested in some of the videos out there, the people doing it, and you can learn and explore. So this is a simple way. It took me probably not as close as Edison did to discover the light bulb, but it took me every bit of 3 months of trying to figure out how people are lighting light bulbs up. So this turns out to be the most simplest, uncomplicated circuit that I've seen out there in the circuits that are doing this out there, okay? So basically what we have here is a heatsink, which is a burned out old transistor. I slide it on there. It takes the heat off the back of that transistor and bam, keeps it pretty cool. So to your far left over here, that is going to be your base. I have the start of the secondary right here plugged into the base. The secondary is 28 gauge magnetic wire on 4-inch PVC. I come up about 4 inches, come down about 4 inches, roll it up all the way. Here's the end, loose, okay? Now, on the second one over here, that is going to be your collector. Now, your collector is the resistor's input, okay? Now, that collector basically comes out. I got the wire here to the collector, and it comes out, and it is the start to the primary. And the bottom of the primary winds its way up, comes around, and then the end of here goes directly over to the positive of the beadboard. Now, the third one here is going to be your emitter, and your emitter is your resistor's output. Now, the resistor's output, guess what we're doing with that, guys? We're just putting it right into the ground. Smack right into the ground. And pretty much that is the circuit here that is operating the light bulbs here. Okay. Now, word of caution. I don't know for sure, but I believe that, let me show you something here. Watch my finger. I'm going to touch the end of that wire. You see smoke coming out there? That is my finger burning, okay? It has this burnt smell. So I could touch this. It don't feel hot, but basically you can see the blue lighten up, and it burns. So what I believe is happening is that I believe what happened is that it's not oscillating fast enough, so it's burning, because I have another oscillation circuit that I had made that you guys have seen in one of my past videos. I'll show you that one later on down the road. But it doesn't burn your finger, but it puts out a lot of volts. Here I'll show you something quick, just a little thing you can mess with. I got this on AC volts, and I am going to go ahead, and I got this capacitor, saltwater capacitor. It leaks out of everywhere, so it doesn't hold a charge, but it'll show you what the charge is. So right here I got the foil touching the ground pipe with ionized, negative ionized charged water inside, and I have a copper tube which is picking up the signal from this tower to the copper tube running down. And I guess what I could show you is I could take this field magnet, and I can touch the negative over there. And then I can hit the other and touch the positive up top. And then down here I can show you I got magnetism, a field magnet. So if you remember from my couple videos back, we're talking about turning the wheel, and we're going to do it inductively through high frequency, which would be the Tesla coil coming off a 12-volt battery. Here's proof of showing you how I'm going to create magnetism, and we'll work through the capacitor, which kind of levels out the oscillation, I believe. So pretty interesting stuff. I'm teaching you guys how to make your own tower. Anything else that you guys have questions on, feel free to leave comments. But this is just one of the stepping stones on creating the power to drive this wheel turning. And one thing we're going to be working on next is a 555 timer. And what I'm going to do is, instead of having a relay where it works off of each one of these legs as poles for a signal to activate my field magnets to turn the wheel, what I'm working on is my 555 timer circuit, and I'm going to hook up a potentiometer to it, and I'm going to have it work and go directly to a relay, that a regular relay, not one that's magnetized to this, but just a regular relay. And then off of the relay will be the heavier voltage and amperage, which is turning these, which is activating these field magnets. In return, will be turning the wheel. So basically, I would be able to oscillate. It's sort of like a Tesla hairpin circuit in a sense. Think about it. One side of my circuit with my 555, I am timing the relay. On the other side, I have higher voltage, and I'm working off of my relay to handle higher voltage and to drive the wheel. Now, in return, we'll get into, once I have that up and running, we'll get into working on trying to conservation. We'll bring back power and put it back into the system that's driving it. So we'll get to that 0 point energy in some way, because I believe by using high frequency and this circuit system here with oscillation, that we're able to pull energy out of the capacitor statically also. There'll be a couple capacitors running. And I noticed already, just with that ground touching that capacitor, when I hook up this voltmeter to it, it definitely shows about 1200 volts. So it's picking up. Good boy, Vinny, good boy. But anyway, Vinny's telling me I gotta go. He's watching down the compound. This is Vinny St. Vincent barking and Roy talking. And this is how you guys can have fun. Just be cautious. This is a lot of volts, and don't mess around grounds like I'm doing. I know what to touch and what not to touch, because like I did one time, I touched the wire and the ground, and I had the most shock in my life I ever had. So you guys be cautious out there. Be safe. You're on your own. Peace out.